Hello, everyone. This is the Power Prophet, Dr. Akila Ma'at, and I believe that I am streaming live. I have been trying different platforms to stream live on, and it's all very complicated. But I'm glad to be here tonight. My goal was that I have folks on Facebook, people would come and want to get a free reading, but I guess, I have to stick with my contracted position and read to people who just pay me, which is fine with me. But anyway, I'm glad to be here. Um, and I'm an intuitive tarot card reader, which means one, I draw on the universal life force energy. Some people call it God, some people call it other things. But there's a universal vibration that I can tap into that helps provide me with messages to share. In addition to that, intuitive tarot card readers also draw on their own wisdom to also make sense of the card. But this is wisdom that is intuitively presented within their being, not just, oh, I've been there before, so I know this. So it's all very spiritual and all very ephemeral, but the messages are very concrete. And the messages are to heal and to inspire. And usually before I begin a reading, I do premeditative shuffling, which I did today. And I usually try to get a sense of the energy that I'm tapping into. And the sense that I'm getting now, and I don't know who I'm reading for, only you know who I'm reading for because you will resonate, the messages will resonate with you. But I'm getting a feeling of being stretched to capacity. And I'm quiet because I'm listening for messages and intuitive understandings. So that's what the silence is in between. But I have this feeling of being stretched to capacity and this idea of stopping. Not because it hurts, but because it's time to stop. And I also get a sense of a lack of cooperation. So there is a stretching of oneself in some way. There's a desire to say stop because enough is enough. And there's also the need to really understand what this is all about. So stretching, stopping, and there was one more thing that I had there, but it was taken away from me very quickly. So it's about stretching and wanting it to stop. It's not hurting, but it's about stopping. So I'm not exactly sure what that means yet, but there's somebody out there who is stretched to their capacity, and they know when to say stop, and they are saying stop it. And this stretching could be related to work, relationships, any number of things. But that's where you come in to help make sense of the messages, right? But nobody likes to be stretched to capacity, because to capacity means that there's little reserve or no reserve. So there's little reserve energy or ability, or there's none at all that's left. And the idea of saying stop can be positive and negative. This individual is saying stop because they are stretched to capacity. But stopping when you're stretched to capacity is too late. The no's should have come sooner. And I'm sensing people talking in groups, sharing information, discussing plans maybe. Trying to come to some conclusion. So we have stretching to capacity, stopping, groups of people talking, plans being made. Now, these are all messages that have come to me. And now I will use the tarot cards to help bring meaning to those disjointed messages. Because I don't know if the people who I get a sense are around a water cooler, so it could be work, are stretching someone to capacity, with their gossip or with their negativeness. Because can you be stretched to capacity with positivity? I'm not sure. But whatever's going on with these people who are in this group planning and sharing, it doesn't seem to be productive for you. All right? Now, what I want to do right now is pull out an oracle card to see if we can assess the energy that we're getting as the central focal point of the reading. Now, like I said, I meditate over the cards and I shuffle them before I read them. But I shuffle them again because the moment is different, the time is different, the reading is different. The energy shifts. And so right now, I'm in a space that is dedicated to you and I. And I want to make sure the cards are aligned with that space. So I'm shuffling in this time and in this space that we have in this moment, because the cards need to be attuned to that. So stretching to capacity, it could be physical, it could be mental, it could be spiritual. Stretching to capacity can be many things or apply to many situations. But these people talking, and for some reason I sense around a water cooler, are problematic, right? So I'm not sure. I'm tapping the cards and I'm cutting them. And I have no idea if this is streaming, but if it is, hi. Now, I don't pick the cards. I let the cards come out. They fly out. So all I want is one that represents the core energy of the reading and sets up the information or the vibration for the rest of the readings. So this is really what's happening. When I pull this card, this is signaling what's happening with you or where you need to go, or it just gives the overall energy. And let's see if something comes out. Sometimes it doesn't happen right away. Sometimes it takes a few minutes. But give me a second. Oh, I got one. Mirror. And this is the Awakened Soul Oracle. Mirror. So I get the sense of someone wondering about their self and their abilities. I get the sense that you may be wanting affirmation. I sense that you don't really see the beauty and wonderment in who you are as an individual. I sense that what is being reflected back to you may not be the reality of who you actually are. So if we think about stretching to capacity, and if we think about being reflective with a mirror, stretching to capacity could be rumination, working your brain out to figure out what it is that you really want. And you're saying stop to yourself. Enough is enough. Or you're wondering and looking in the mirror about what's happening at that water cooler. What are they saying about me? What are they doing? And the idea that you believe that they're talking about you leads me to think that there may be some energy, core energy, that is aligned with low self-esteem. I hate to say that. But when we think people are talking about us, I mean, we're in essence saying there's something wrong with us. Because why would they be talking about you if you felt that everything was okay? Right? If you felt confident and comfortable. So this mirror oracle image here is suggesting a lot of things about the idea of stretching to capacity. And maybe this looking in the mirror is also about stop. And maybe the stop isn't tied to stretch to capacity. Maybe the stop is stop downing yourself. Because you're not seeing the reality of who you truly are. So the energy that you're presenting for this reading is one of reflection. And one of needing deeper understanding about a situation, a relationship, you desire deeper awareness. And it could be tied to those groups of people talking. But yes, you're seeking understanding. So I have Manzel's Tarot 2 here, which I'm going to put out. I'm sure I'm going to pull some clarifying cards. But I love these cards. They are by an artist who just is very sort of Afrocentric in his designs. And his cards don't say a lot as far as artistic imagery, but they say a lot in their simplicity. So let's just see if we can get an inkling into what it is that you need a deeper understanding of. What is this deeper understanding? Okay, I'm going to shuffle the cards. Give me a second. I got a thing about threes. One more shuffle. And a knock, knock, knock. And a cut, cut, cut. All right. Thank you. Thank you for the messages. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And the same with this deck. I let the cards come out the way they will. Thank you. Thank you for the messages. Thank you for the messages. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the messages. Thank you. Thank you. Sometimes it takes a little minute, so don't get impatient with me. But we know that we got some reflecting to do and some understanding to gain. And it's related to this gang. And I don't know why I keep wanting to say around a water cooler. I'm sensing this is a work issue. Give me a second. Waiting for cards to come out. And they're coming. Give me a second. Where'd it go? This popped out. One more. Reflection and understanding. Is it about yourself? Is it about someone else? Is it about work? What is on your mind? We all want to know. I'm waiting for another card to drop. And it dropped upside down. Third. Oh, we got two more. Yes, thank you. So we got the Four of Pentacles upside down. Right side up. I'm going to put it upside down. We have the Justice card. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands. We have the Three of Cups. And we have the Fool upside down. That's the Fool. So give me a second. Let me get the energy that's coming off of these cards in relation to challenge or reflection. I'm saying challenge now because I see that this group interaction with these people who are talking can seem to be a little challenging. I see that you're in a place of indecision. In making a decision. And the overall energy I get from these cards is a reckoning. And a rebirth. Reckoning and a rebirth. And the cards that are speaking to me the most at this moment are the ones that came up inversed, upside down. Again, we have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Three of Cups. And we have the Fool. Oh, where's my camera? And we have the Fool. The Fool's usually carefree. Trying to figure out what's going on. Trickster, playing games. I see that you're in a state of, you're not happy. And I think this stretch to capacity means it's a work environment. And there's people at the water cooler, which all signify a work environment. You're not satisfied. You're not living your passion. And you don't feel a sense of cohesiveness with the situation you're in and with you. And that's why you're looking in this mirror to figure out what you want. Who are you? That's a question we have asked ourselves over and over and over again. Who are you? And people, even in their 60s, don't know. You're pained. You're bereft of resources. And you have disharmony in your soul and in your spirit. There's something going on at work that is really causing you to feel like you can't take it anymore. But there is justice on the horizon for you. And it means that you're going to have to make a decision of some type. Whether to stay or whether to leave the situation. Sometimes the places we find ourselves are not friendly to who we actually are. And we have to mask ourselves and be something else. And that causes pain. And that causes disharmony. But you are a fighter. And you've got the 8 of Swords up here. Trying to get it's my first time with this, so give me a break. Don't be mean to me. That's why we got the 8 of Swords here. You got some stuff with you. You really got it going on. And maybe it's jealousy that is causing the water cooler discussion. Maybe you're doing more than what they do, and they don't like it. Maybe you're different, and you're not in the box, and they have a problem with you. And these things, it's not the job. It's the interpersonal and the social that is stretching you to capacity. And you're reflecting on whether you need to deal with this or not. But you don't have to. Because you have the wherewithal to create your own path that is strong and lined with protection and resource. And then you end up with the Ace of Pentacles. So it suggests that you triumph in the end over this strained situation that you find yourself in. The jealousy, the snide remarks. And we're in a pandemic, for goodness sake. You think that people might be a little nicer to each other. And again, I say, why are you at work when we're doing all remote work from home? But some people do have to go to work. And they even have to deal with people remotely. So this is not about being in an office. This is about dealing with people and who we think we are, who we believe ourselves to be. And is it congruent with the workplace situation in which I am placed? And if I'm looking at the behavior around me that is targeted to me, does it show me that this is a hostile environment or this is a supportive environment. These are the things that you must look at in making that decision. You're reflecting very hard. You're looking in the mirror. There is some self-doubt there, but it's because people have caused that doubt. Let your light shine no matter what, because it is your unique contribution to this society. Let's pull some clarifying cards. I'm going to the Light Seers cards now to pull some clarifying cards about this work situation. More insight about these interpersonal relationships. More insight about what is happening in the mind of this individual who is, for which this tarot card reading is resonating, right? What's going on in this work situation? All right, so shuffle the cards that way. Now I'm going to shuffle them this way. And this is a big set of cards. Big set of cards. Light Seers Tarot. This is what I call clarifying cards. They help bring another layer to the meaning. Knock, knock, knock. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I guess you're wondering who I'm saying thank you to. I say thank you to all my angels, my guides, my ancestors, the people who've given me the gift of sight and understanding and wisdom of the tarot. My mother used to read playing cards when I was growing up, so I learned at her lap about reading tarot cards, and now they got all these fancy designs on these cards. I love it because it's even more of a smorgasbord from which to get insight and understanding. So I'm getting some clarifying cards. I'm waiting for some to come out. But this job has you in pain. And it's psychological pain. It's not physical pain. It's psychological pain. And it's not feeding you. It's not feeding you anything. It's causing you to doubt yourself. It's causing disharmony. But you better believe that justice is on its way. So let's see what the cards have to say about this work situation. Let's see what comes out. Give me a sec. Oh my goodness, we got a whole gab of cards right here. All right, we got the Hierophant. And I want to share with you that I do not... Oh, we got the High Priestess. We got the Seven of Swords. That I do not follow the directions in the books for tarot cards. We got the Four of Wands. And we have the Hermit. I do not follow the directions in the tarot card books. Intuition drives the reading. And insight from my spiritual guides. I see some really good stuff here. But the most important thing I want to bring out is the Seven of Swords. In this card, you may be looking in the mirror and reflecting, but you're on a mission. You do want to get out of that position. And those crows represent those people who have been being mean to you. And this kid in this picture has feathers in his back. So I can see how angry that you have been in this work situation, to the point where you want to get away. And you have imagined things that you shouldn't have imagined about these individuals that may not necessarily be nice. Right? But you're on a mission. Your mind is made up. It's a hostile environment and you have to leave. And I think the pandemic may be causing some indecision. Because it's like you have to have a job to go into, because who knows when you're going to get hired again. But I tell you what, you're dreaming. You're already out of there. You're gone. They have stretched you so far that mentally you're not even there. You're someplace else. And the place you're at is one of power and intelligence and connectivity with the vibrational energy in this world. You need to honor yourself and not feel self-doubt. Because you are a true leader. You're a high priestess. And that is why the jealousy abounds. You got the Hermit, the High Priestess, and the Hierophant. You got like 3 major arcana in this deck. The Hermit lights the way for people, but it's also about getting with yourself. And it's also about dreaming and thinking, reflecting on what's next. And in doing so, like I said, you need to remember who you are. You are a strong-willed, intelligent, powerful individual. So it's not giving me much about the interpersonal relationships, because this is all about you. The vibrational energy doesn't even care about those people because they are of no consequence. This is about you attaining the highest heights that you can. Exploring your inner self, trying new things, stepping out the box. Realizing that there's nothing in the box but BS. Other people's stuff. Not yours. Yours is up here. Yours is the High Priestess. Yours is much more. And the cards have no gender. So if I say High Priestess, it could mean man, woman, masculine energy, feminine energy, non-binary energy. It could mean any type of energy. But you are definitely on your way to gaining some serious wisdom and really growing within yourself out of this situation. But that's only if you can realize the power that you have within yourself, which can be intimidating to other people. And you don't need to reflect and doubt yourself. You need to celebrate the fact that you are powerful and intelligent. Look in the mirror and see that. And don't see those jealous comments, those egregious acts of offense that your coworkers may be doing to you. Look at you. Keep your vision on you. And you will reconnect. This card signifies relationship, freedom, fun, creativity. You need to find these again because they have been lost in this work situation. And I don't know how long you've been in this situation. I don't know, because sometimes being in a situation for too long can do some serious damage for which serious work is required, right? I'm just spreading the cards out so I can see them and putting them in some kind of something. Give me a sec here so I can put out the oracle cards. Self-doubt can really destroy people's lives. And I get the sense that you're younger and you have everything you need to succeed. Everything. Everything. Don't let anyone take that away from you. Because if you begin to let this society chip away at what makes you precious and special, you will forget. You will not remember what sets you apart as being unique. You'll need to go into some sort of isolation and meditation to rekindle that inner spirit inside. But you don't want it to get that far. And right now I'm pulling out some oracle cards because we need to know what to do, right? It says that things are going to be okay. But is there something that you can do or you can reflect on in your reflection in that mirror that can help your situation, right? Because there's no doubt you have to get out of there. And how you do that will be based on what you decide. But it's coming. That decision has to be made. So now we're looking for some guidance. We see that justice is coming to hopefully bring some harmony and bring you back to the sense of self that you are precious and intelligent and a strong person. Male, female, irregardless. You are special. Thank you. And again, I want some cards to come out of here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now let's hope something falls out, right? What do you got for us, Ashe? Ashe? We need a card. All right. We got one. Okay. Okay. Can we get another one? Oh, we got two. And they seem to be very relevant. Freedom and abundance. Trying to get this right, y'all, with this streaming thing. Freedom and abundance. This is abundance. This is freedom. What you're feeling right now may be very real and intense. But this too shall pass. And you need to remember, you are all that. And don't let anybody take that away from you. So these are oracle cards, freedom and abundance. And I like to read the oracle cards because they usually wrap up the reading very nicely. So the first thing we're going to look at is freedom. And this is the Sacred Destiny Oracle, which I love. Express yourself without hesitation. Break free and let your spirit fly. Make choices that increase your freedom. Don't be tied down. Laugh, dance, explore, and go beyond predictable behavior. Get out that box. Didn't we say make choices? You need to find some place to be your authentic self. Be daring, cast aside restrictions. Find your wings. As you do, you will help others find theirs. Like I said, the hermit is a beacon to light the way for others, right? So let your light shine so you can help others find theirs. You are not here to be ordinary or live a mundane life. You are here to step beyond limitations and self-imposed boundaries, self-doubt, others' jealousy. Don't be trapped by conviction or the need to please others. Oh my goodness, if this is not a good wrap up to this reading, I don't know what is. Choose life on your own terms. Don't accept rules that don't feel right. Disharmony? You can be immensely free and yet still be part of a loving and supportive community, which is the last card that you had. So what it's asking you to do is release the constraints, the boundaries, in order to grow, in order to realize who you are, in order to explore. So the situation you're in now is not one that is filling you with energy. It's one that is draining you dry, stretched to capacity. And all you want to say is stop. Right? The next card we have here, Oracle, is abundance. So you need to be free. You need to break these chains that bind you. Get rid of them. And a chain can be a job, it could be a relationship, it could be a thing, it could be a place, it could be an animal. Break the chains that bind you. In this case, it's a situation that is work related. So abundance. And you got to figure out how to break the chains. You have to reflect. Not looking in the mirror at you thinking that you're not worthy. But you need to think about how you're going to make your next move. The decision making that you have to do. The decision making. Yes. So abundance. Everything is blossoming in life. Open yourself to receive. You've been closed off for a while because you've been in a hostile work environment. And that stuff even carries over with us into our homes, into our psyches, into our souls, into our spirit. You have to start to open yourself up to receive. And that may take some meditation. And disentangling that self-doubt from the reality of the high priestess or queen that you are. Masculine, feminine energy is a matter. Some men are feminine too. Some women are masculine too. Abundance, fulfillment, prosperity are already activated in your life. It's already activated. It's already activated in your life. Life desires you to prosper. It's just setting you up to climb higher and higher and higher. You are moving toward an outpouring of money, energy, time, or love. Opportunities are limitless if you break free. However, you must take action in the direction of your dreams. You're dreaming. You're lighting the way, but you're also dreaming. And you need to take action. And that's where the high priestess comes in. Because she doesn't play. She takes action. She does what she has to do. And this is in your reading. And that's a part of who you are. Don't wait for abundance to fall into your lap. Take steps. Give deeply and fully. Don't hold back. This card reveals that it is a great time to make investments. The more you give with a free and open heart, the more you will receive. Be grateful for what you already have, and even more will flow to you. This card is saying that you need to be grateful in order to receive. And I know that that is hard to do when you're in a situation such as the one that you're in. But a strategy to bring that abundance in, to help release and free yourself, is to be thankful for the opportunities you do have and the journey that you're walking, whether it has negative things occurring or whether it has positive things occurring. You need to be grateful and give to others. Don't allow your job to stifle you from volunteering, from being of service. Because that's how karma is set up, to restore you and to bring to you that which is going to lift you up because you have lifted others up. So, this whole card reading with these people at work talking junk and you taking it up as if it's part of who you are has to stop. You have everything you need to succeed. Everything. Everything. And once you release the binds, the bounds, the ropes, once you release the constraints of this situation, and I'm not sure how, you have to make that decision. That's why you're in this between two poles, two wands, making this decision. You have to decide how you're going to work this. But once you release the chains that are binding you, you'll be free. So part one strategy is to free yourself. Part two strategy is to give and serve, so that though that next step that you're going to have to take a risk to take will bring you all the abundance that you desire. And I didn't even introduce myself. I am the Power Prophet, Dr. Akila Ma'at. And welcome. I'm not sure if this streamed, but I'm glad you're with me. And I hope this reading resonated for some of you, because we do tend to take up what people say about us if we're in a situation long enough. And we can get in a box and scared to take risk. And it's a scary time in our society. But that does not mean you need to be scared. It means you need to have a plan. Or do you? Risk taking can take all type of shapes. Just go do it. No plan. Make a plan. Go do it. Make sure you have a job before you leave. These are all things that people say, but only you know what is going to help you grow. And in order to really understand more about that, meditation is necessary to hear the inner voice to help you understand the path and direction that you're going. Well, since no one joined me tonight in my inaugural Facebook streaming video, if it's streaming, I guess I'm not doing any other tarot card readings unless somebody has sent me something. And no. And I don't even think this video streamed to Facebook because I don't even see it. And I didn't even tape it. So I don't even know who I'm talking to right now. Oh, it's recording. That's why. Thank you for watching. This is the Power Prophet, Dr. Akila Ma'at. Bye.